Hey everyone, just wanted to come and make another video. This is the second one that I've made. It's been a little bit since the first one. I don't really remember exactly how long it's been, but it's been a little bit of time. I'm just now in the car after my last gym session. Took it a little bit easier today, and it was actually supposed to be leg day, but I have something going on with the part that's above the knee but below the quad. I think it happened from leg extension. What I'm assuming it is quad tendonitis. And I believe it happened from leg extension. And the reason I say that is because every time I would do leg extension, that spot like right above the kneecap but right below the quad would burn quite a lot. And like I would never feel it in the actual quad. And so I don't know if it was like, if it's the way that I'm doing the leg extension or if it's just a matter of me doing too much weight because my muscles are growing too much, / I already had good enough muscle from being so fat that like your leg muscles are already pretty good. And your tendons can't really keep up with it because they're already damaged and whatnot from carrying all that weight, and they're not near as strong as your actual muscle. So I'm not sure what it really is, but I can't even, so like last Friday was the day that it got pretty bad. I did, so they've been hurting off and on a little bit, but I did leg curl, and then I did some leg press, and then I went over and I was going to just isolate the quad, and I get on there, and usually I do about 140, nothing crazy. And I try to do it and I can't even lift it from like the beginning. And the leg press or leg extension that I have at this gym is more of a, I think it's one of the older style ones. I'm not really good with all the gym brand stuff, but it's the one that like you sit here and the leg starts here, kind of like this, and you have to flip over. So it's not like your legs are starting here, they're starting more here, and you have to flip in, right? And I couldn't get it even to the equal, like to where my knees were at 90-degree angle on the 140, which I can usually do about 6 to 8 of them, depending on how I feel. I couldn't even get one up to that like 90-degree angle position. And so I didn't really, I took it for a grain of salt because I'd already done some leg curl and some leg press, right? So maybe I was just tired, so I dropped it down to 110. Still couldn't do it. Like I could feel the pain a little bit. And then I dropped it down to 50. Like I know I can do 50. I mean, come on. I hold 267 pounds right now at all times. I gotta be able to just lift up 50, and I couldn't even lift up 50. Like I could get 51, 2, 3 times, and man, it just hurt real bad. So I stopped doing any of that, pretty much called it a night Friday, and got on some, I think I did the bike, my app would tell me, but I got on the bike, just finished out the night with some cardio, took Saturday and Sunday off. Sunday's usually squat Sunday. Took it off completely because man, that stuff it still hurt. And even today's Tuesday, so it's now been 5 days since that day where I really felt it. And I still, like, I tried to do it. Today's deadlifts, or it's Tuesday, so it's deadlift Tuesday, and I couldn't even, like, I can do it if I really wanted to, but is it worth the pain to possibly hurt myself further? So like I tried just the bar going down and trying to pull it up just to even get the bar and move it, because like all of our bars are off in one corner. You have to grab the bars and move it over to wherever you want to actually set up to do your deadlift, right? And so I go over and I grab it and I try it, and I couldn't even really lift the bar without pain, so I just decided to put it down. And I did an upper day today because I missed yesterday because I didn't pay the membership in time. And then I completely spaced it at lunch to go and pay for the membership. So I missed out on yesterday's upper day. So I just moved today to be my upper day. I did it a little bit smaller than I usually do. I just did some chest press, Bayesian curls, tricep pull down, and then I did the bicycle again. So it was a really relaxed day. I took it a little bit easier just because I want my body to rest as much as possible to try to heal those tendons as fast as possible, because I am more of a leg person. I really like using my legs, and if I don't get to use them, then I feel worse at the gym. Now, with that being said, today, I was tired. I've been hurting because of my legs right now. And so I also haven't had, I'm a big tea guy. I like caffeine, right? And I hadn't had any all day. So I went and I got a C4, which I don't usually drink energy drinks at all. I don't do pre-workout. I'm really thinking about getting into pre-workout and like what I want to do with it, if I want to take it every day, just the days that I'm feeling tired, whatnot. It's a battle back and forth in my mind on what I want to do. Do I want to make my own pre-workout? Because you can do that as well. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet, but I went and I got a C4, and it's the first time I've had an energy drink like C4 in probably 4 years, and even then I didn't take them often, right? But I feel, now again, granted, did do a small day at the gym, but I feel very still energized, which isn't normal after the gym. Even on my easy days, I don't usually feel like this energized. So there definitely is something to caffeine. Could be placebo, but there's something definitely to like that much caffeine at once. Like I drink tea throughout the day. Some days I can drink a whole gallon of unsweet tea and not feel awake and energized at night or even throughout the day. But something about just like that much caffeine all at one time in a small can really does something comparatively. And I think it's just the sheer amount you're having at one time. Could be completely wrong. There's probably science behind it, but for me, yeah, I still feel good. I probably would go in there and do some more, but I'm kind of just feeling like I shouldn't do too much more. I know I could do a lot more upper body wise. Like my upper body's not hurt, so why couldn't I do more upper body wise? But I also don't want to push it too far because I have upper body on Thursday as well. Tomorrow is rest day, but that's basically where I am. I really just wanted to make this video. This is the first time that I've really had a setback, other than, I didn't do leg press there for a couple of weeks just because I had right there, and I can still kind of feel it, but it's nothing major now because I let it rest enough. But like it's on the side of my leg, above the thigh, right at the very bottom of the glute, but it's like on the side, and it hurt. Pretty much the only time it hurts is when I do heavy leg press, and I think it's just that muscle right there needs a little bit more work. I need to work my adductors and abductors a lot more. I don't have any of those at the gym, so I have to use cables, and I am not really a fan of cables on the legs. It just feels so awkward, but it's something I need to do, I know, for me to get, full leg workouts and to make my legs have full stability. Don't want any piece to just fall off, really. I know some of it gets worked out in leg press and whatnot, but it is better to isolate and work each of those muscle groups separately, just so you know you're getting some good work in. That's something I need to do with my my forearms more, is really work them. Same with my grip strength. My grip strength is a little low, but it's all good. Yeah, that's pretty much, I just wanted to get on here and talk about, the setback that I've had. And it's really not a setback, but it's a setback for the reason of I enjoy legs too much that I don't want to give up doing legs for this long. Like, I don't know if the last time I talked about it, where I was on each one, but pretty much my PR for legs right now for each major item. Leg extension, I can do 170 for a PR. I've never really maxed it, but I know that, I've done the 170. I haven't wanted to push 180, but I can do that. On the leg press, and the one that I have in here is the machine leg press, and it's the horizontal one. And so that one I'm at 450. I know I can do more than that because I'm doing 450 for reps. So I think the last time I did 450 for 8 reps. Then I can do deadlift for 275 is what I did the last Tuesday. Sadly, I couldn't do more this Tuesday. Didn't even want to test it, like I talked about earlier. Couldn't even get the bar up without some pain, so there's no point in doing that. And then for my squat, the most I've done is 225. I know I could have done more than 225, but I didn't want to push it. I'm scared of maxing both squat and especially bench press as well. Not so scared of maxing deadlift because it's easy to just throw the bar away from me or drop the bar, you know. Well, you can't really throw the bar away from you when it's that heavy, but you can drop the bar and be safe. Squat, you have more of a chance of maybe like falling backwards. You know, you're still going to get hurt, but you're not going to get crushed if you fall the right way. If you fall forward, you could get hurt pretty bad. And then bench press, of course, you could just hurt yourself pretty bad. So I don't like to max things out, especially because usually I go to the gym and I'm completely alone, depending on when I go. A lot of times I am completely alone, and even when I'm not completely alone, I don't talk to anyone and everyone has their headphones in, so like there's not much communication, and I don't even know if anyone would be able to hear me. I mean, I could ask for a spotter, but there's no reason to do it right now. I'm growing everything right now, and I've grown everything quite a bit. I mean, my bench press has gone up in the, what is this? This is probably 2 months of going to the gym now. Maybe a month and 3 weeks, actually. I've gone from 90 pounds to 135, maybe 140, I forget. 135 or 140, it's in my app. Probably 135 though. I can do 135, so that's cool. My deadlift has gone from 90 to 275, which that 90 was just me testing deadlift. It definitely wasn't just what my start was. But to now 275, and then my squat went from 90 to 225. My leg extension went from 90 to 140, or 170 for the max, 140 for my reps that I do. Leg curl has also grown exponentially. And there's been a lot of growth. Some of it was I was just very not shy, but very cautious when I first started, and it was because I didn't want to get hurt, like my little bit of tendonitis that I have right now. But I'm thinking about getting sleeves for my knees. They say it helps a little bit with keeping everything warm, lubed up, basically, so you have less of a chance to hurt yourself. Now, would it help me right now? Probably not, but in the future, I think any little bit of prevention that I can get, I think will help, because I do really want to grow my legs and really get strong enough, right? And so I think a little bit of help there is good. Like I use straps for my arms, or for my for the deadlift, and a lot of my back exercises I use the straps because my grip strength isn't the best, and I would rather work those back muscles and everything else than work my grip muscles at that time, because I can work grip on its own separately. And I don't want to hinder the rest of me. And the same with this. I don't want to hinder the rest of my lower body just because my knees can't handle it, right? So any little bit of help that I can do, I really want to do that for myself. And same with, I'm going to get a belt as well at some point. The thing about the belt, and really even the leg sleeves, is I'm on the weight loss journey as well. So I know that, especially with the belt, I'm going to be losing a lot of my size. And so if I go and I get the belt for that size, then eventually I'm going to grow out or shrink out of it. And I don't want to spend that much money on something that's just going to go away in the matter of, a year or whatever, however long it takes. But yeah, anyways, I'm rambling again. This has been a good, fun journey. I'm down to 267, so that's officially 32 pounds below. Might have been, I'm not sure where I was the last time we talked. I think I was at 270, but yeah, I'm at 267, 32 pounds below where I started. I'm feeling better than ever. One other major milestone that I just made 2 days ago, maybe it was Saturday I found out. No, it was Sunday that I found out. I can finally do a push-up again, like an actual push-up. and I can do multiple, about 3 to 5 before I give out. But it has been a very long time since I've been able to do a push-up. Like, you know, being overweight, you already have a lot of weight to pick up, and then I was overweight, didn't go to the gym, didn't do anything, so a lot of my muscle, I didn't have much muscle. Even now, just like I talked about, 135 is my bench. You know, that's not a very good bench. It's better than some people, of course, but it's not, you know, for my size and everything else, it's not the best bench. And so me being able to finally do a push-up, it really makes me happy to feel like that shows definite growth. Before I started going to the gym, I did some at-home workouts and I could not do a regular push-up. I had to do the push-up on your knees, and you know, it's still a workout, definitely, but there's just something about being able to do actual full exercises that just makes you feel that much better, especially when you haven't been able to do that in quite some time. Like I was able to do a 30-second plank the other day, that same day that I did push-ups. And that's something I also wasn't able to do, was a plank at all. Like probably 5 seconds before I had hit the floor. And so being able to do that 15-second or 30-second plank, like it just really, really made me feel so much better. And, you know, I have so much more exercise for my kids and doing all of that with them. I feel really good. And I'm really glad that I'm on this journey. Food is no longer an issue. I think I talked about that before. Like I'm not even hungry half the time, even when I am. Like I don't have those same cravings. And like, you know, before I would be like, it's breakfast and I'm already asking like, hey, what's for dinner? Or lunch. I'm like, hey, what's for dinner? And I was more asking, not because I'm curious about what the heck are we doing. It was more of, I am already hungry thinking about what we're going to eat next. Like I'll ask, you know, even now, you know, it gets towards the end of the day and I text my wife, I'm like, hey, what's for dinner? But it's more like, I'm just curious what we're going to have, you know, and not so much like, oh, I'm craving some food, because I haven't been craving food. And even like today and most days, you know, I ask my wife like, hey, what's for dinner? And she says, I don't know. And then she asks me and I don't care. Like food just isn't something that's completely motivating me anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love a good snack and everything. And I would love to have like a whole bag of chips, I guess. But even that, like, it's not as appealing anymore. I can just, I still, and I think a lot of it is the diet that I put myself on, where it's just control what I eat. Because even now, like if I want some chips, I'll just pour myself a serving of chips, calculate those calories, and that's what I'm going to have. I use the food scale for everything now. So like I'm still eating everything that I want to eat. And so I think that's really helped. Like I don't have those cravings for things because I'm still eating whatever I want to eat. Now I've worked on some better alternatives. Like I'm getting up to 150 grams of protein every single day. I'm doing that with a lot of cottage cheese. Doritos just made these protein chips, which it's not too much protein, but you do like some Doritos and cottage cheese. I don't know if you guys like it, but you dip those Doritos into your cottage cheese, and then that right there, just a serving of low-fat cottage cheese and your Doritos. It's 90 and 150, so 240 calories and 23 grams of protein right there. Like it's a really good snack. And it's tasty too if you like cottage cheese and you like chips and you like dipping it in there. So like I'll do that for breakfast. I'll do it for lunch. I need to get into Greek yogurt. I just haven't like bit the bullet to get into Greek yogurt much. But I know that I will at some point get into Greek yogurt, and then I'll have some Greek yogurt for food. Maybe make some like overnight oats or something to have some good protein. Of course, I'm still having my protein shake for lunch. So that's a 44 grams of protein shake for lunch at 270 calories. I do 120 calorie Optimum Nutrition, and then I do a 150 calorie Vita Hustle shake. And I put it all together with some creatine, mix it all up. It tastes terrible. Don't think about the taste. The Optimum Nutrition really helps the taste. Like that Vita Hustle just, I mean, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. But when you've been doing it for what? I've been doing it since January 27th or 28th. And so for me, I've been drinking it, except for the weekends. I don't do it on the weekends. but every weekday for basically 3 months, almost 4 months, that taste just, it gets bad. Like if you ever had something for that many days in a row, you just kind of get sick of it. And that's where I am. Putting in the Optimum Nutrition really like blanks out that flavor, because Optimum Nutrition's good. I think I need to switch my flavors though, because like right now I'm doing vanilla and vanilla, and I think maybe I'm just getting tired of vanilla. I do have a chocolate. I'll get a chocolate protein, maybe Optimum Nutrition protein, and then we can do that, and then I'll have like a chocolate and a vanilla, and then my creatine is unflavored, so it can go in anything. And I do try to take the creatine even on the weekends, even if I just put it in some water and drink it like that. I know it's best with juice, but I never really have juice, and I don't spare the calories for juice most of the time. Although I have been on an orange kick lately. Mandarin oranges, regular oranges. Oranges are good. Been on an orange kick. But yeah, basically, again, rambling way too much. But that's where I am with my journey. I really do hope that, this discussion, if any of you guys have any sorts of questions that you want to bounce off of me, I would love to talk about it. I love talking about fitness and dieting, and I'm just a normal person learning on the go. I don't have any credentials, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. It's all just what's worked for me and me personally, and I've definitely seen changes. I've definitely noticed all sorts of things that are really good, and overall I have really enjoyed the journey, and it's been life-changing, right? But anyways, I'm gonna get off of here. My phone's probably gonna die because I'm recording this on my phone. Again, don't even know if this is gonna see the light of day, if I'm gonna chop it up, what I'm gonna do. But I'm really bad at not going off on tangents and just rambling. So anyways, thank you all. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll answer to the best of my ability, because I'm starting to become very passionate about all of this and learning about it. And even if I don't know about it, I'd love to look into it and learn it with you as well, going through this journey. And really, I want to see, if you guys have transformations as well. Like, this is something that has been really, really great. Like, I started taking pictures at 284 pounds. Man, I'm rambling again, but and most recently at 267, I have another picture. I'm taking a picture every Sunday of myself, mostly Sundays, sometimes like the Monday or the Saturday, if I think about it or whatever. But I've been taking pictures of myself. Usually it's shirtless in the mirror in the bathroom, so like it's not the best place to take pictures, but it's the only place I got. And for the most part, it's in the same it's basically the same pose every single time. And there is a huge difference between me at the start and me now. And even like daily, not really daily, but close to daily, we'll say at least once a week, I get comments from people in person about how different I look, how much better I look. And it's just so nice to hear that all of this hard work is really going somewhere. Like even today, it's my wife, but she complimented me on like how my chest looks now. She said, that's the best your chest has looked in 10 years, because it's been 10 years since I've been in shape. 10 years ago, I was in high school and I was in sports and stuff. So like I was in shape a little bit. I mean, now I'm lifting more than I ever did in high school, but still, like, this is the best shape I've been in since high school, and I'm still not in the best of shape. Like, I have a long journey ahead of me, but it's so nice to still hear those things and really notice those subtle changes. Like, I can even start to see more of my muscles in my arms and such, and it's so nice. And I think anyone who goes on this type of journey will really start to learn to love and enjoy it, especially once you see those changes. And there's so many little things that, I've started to do, and maybe we'll talk about them later. I'm going to get off of here. I'm rambling. You guys have a great night. If you have any questions, hit me with the questions. Anyways, see you guys later. I'm going to get out of here. Bye.